All right, everybody, welcome to IMBAtv, where everything is imbalanced. We've got Executioner versus Ziph, and this is going to be round number 4 of the EU Craft Cup, number 28. Good luck, have fun to both of our players, and you go ahead and take it away, Jim.
All right, folks. So this is a round 4 match in Craft Cup number 28. There's two things on the line at Craft Cup 28, money and entrance into the King of the Month tournament, which occurs on Sunday, February 6th. Only 4 people are invited to the King of the Month tournament, and they are the winners of each of January's Friday Night Craft Cups. And if you take a look at the calendar, that means that this is the last Friday Night Craft Cup of January, and therefore the only way to get into the prestigious King of the Month tournament is to win this event today.
That's right.
Now, this is Metalopolis, a 4-player map. Players randomly spawn in any one of 2 positions, in any 2 of 4 possible positions. These players have spawned in a position that puts them very close to each other by air. In fact, the only area separating these 2 players by air is right here. For example, our Terran player who is building a barracks in his main base, Ziph, could place a starport right here and fly something like 1 second across this opening here and drop something into the Protoss base in a matter of seconds.
That's right.
Now, we see our Protoss player Executioner warping in a gateway in his main base, so no chicanery, no trickery, no gimmicks in this early game. Also, we see some scouting by Protoss, and we see that Executioner, more famously known as Krolu, has done some scouting already, and our Terran player Ziph hasn't done a thing yet. And anything anybody would like to add at this point?
It's with this air distance, it'd be nice to see some of these players actually taking advantage of that, and maybe we'll see a warp prism drop or any kind of drop from both of these players. I'm just hoping that we see an epic match so that we can give these people what they came here to see.
I'll tell you what, Protoss now knows, that is Krolu or Executioner now knows where his opponent is. Let's see how that changes his build order. So far, pretty standard by Protoss. Executioner's first fighting unit will in fact be a Zealot. He attempted to do some scouting with this probe, but obviously lost all of his shield, I believe. He's going to hide his probe over here. He has 16 health. So it did affect a bit of his life. Chrono boosting in a Stalker. An extremely aggressive early move. In fact, everything is being rally pointed to the Xel'Naga Watchtower. And we're also seeing a proxy pylon in place by the Executioner.
A little bit of a dancing probe as well.
Absolutely. And I was thinking maybe we should call the Executioner, due to his semi-final appearance in the last Craft Cup event, I was thinking we might call this guy the Excellence of Execution. The
Excellence of Execution, right on.
What do you think? You like all these wrestling names? Anyway.
Anyways,
back to the game, though.
Yeah, and Ziph is also better known as VTPokeBunny from the U.S., just for those people who know about that.
And look at this. Some early aggression, and that Zealot's in big
shells
trouble.
Is done.
And just, you know what? Executioner's on the run.
That's right.
I mean, his Stalker,
right from Ziph, for sure.
His Stalker's running for his life, because if those Immortals got a hold of it and hit him with the concussion shell, that Stalker would be as good as dead. Now, look at this, a proxy Stargate, and we saw this exact build. Remember, Executioner did this before in Craft Cup Light.
Yeah.
In any event, having a bit of problems though, because he spent all this money on a Stargate, and because he's only got one gateway warped in right now, he can only build units at a very slow rate. And if Ziph is able to move forward, look at this: 3 Marauders with concussion shell
Void
and an
Ray
S.
is on the way as well. He's gonna need a sentry out here, Jim.
And what he's going to need is a Void Ray. Look at this. Probes in the line. Look at this. Early aggression by Terran.
And, it's going to buy him some time to get these warp gates all the way up. And are we going to see some sentries come out? No, Zealots come out instead. I don't know about that choice right there from Executioner.
It's because he wants to spend all his gas. He's spending all his gas on the Void Rays. That's why he doesn't want to build a sentry.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I agree. But, yeah, here comes the Void Ray. And some Marines to deal with it.
Oh, I tell you what, look at this. Five Immortals. And look at how healthy. One of them is almost dead, but the other 4 are very healthy. And there's the sentry that you ordered. And there it is. And it's also That sentry was chrono boosted in, and I'll tell you what, if he can't lay down another force field, check this out. While we got 2 wars going on here at the same time. This Void Ray is in big trouble. It's got to run away. While that's happening, this is also going on. Oh, he can look at
nice
this. All sentries
field.
laying down all force fields. Meanwhile, this Void Ray, 2 Void Rays now are laying waste to this command center, this expansion command center in the Terran base. What? And these Marines moving forward. One of the Void Rays is badly damaged. The other one's perfectly healthy.
That's right, and the shields are going to go down on one of them. And look at that.
But the other one's
out of
almost
there
dead.
with 5 HP left.
Yeah, the other one has no shield and no life. Now, if we take a look at the unit counting station, right now both players have the same number of harvesters. Both players have the same number of harvesters, so economically they're pretty even. The difference is we got this here, and the Protoss army consists right now of 2 Void Rays, 4 sentries, and 2 zealots. The Terran army is 13 Marines and 5 Marauders. The Marines do not have stim pack. The Marines do not have combat shield. And what are we seeing here in this base? Nothing more being produced here. And on the other hand, we see Protoss on the expansion route. So I'll tell you what, this is a really, I really like, we've got a good 4th round game here, folks.
That's right, finally. It's awesome to see a good round game.
And notice as well that Terran, we are 9 minutes in the game, and Terran is still living off of 1 gas, and he's got a couple of idle workers.
But look at all those Marines to deal with these, to try to deal with these Void Rays. But you know what? We see Executor doing a great job at keeping those Void Rays out of range of those Marines.
He's barely keeping them alive. And instead of building more Void Rays, Executioner has elected to expand. A fascinating choice. And we're seeing a Twilight Council, along with, we've got 3 warp gates, a Twilight Council, and a Stargate for Executioner. Executioner now is up to 28 harvesters. That is 4 more than his Terran opponent. Ziph is building an expansion built an expansion command center, moving it. Do we have stim pack? Yes, we do. The Marines are stimmed into the middle of the board, and they now have lost their stim pack. They are not being healed. Many of them are either on orange or yellow health.
And one thing I want to note here, Jim, it's actually Executor.
Oh, is it?
If
Okay,
you look
right.
at it, yeah.
Right. Good point.
A little bit of a tricky, with the, anyways.
And notice he took out the pylon here. That was a pretty interesting little move. Now, right now, the Protoss army consists of 8 zealots, 3 stalkers, and 6 sentries. The Terran army, on the other hand, consists of 26 Marines and 6 Marauders.
That's right, and the only upgrades we see are the upgrades from the tech labs. No attack upgrades or armor upgrades at all for either of these players so far. We do see charge lots being researched, so we will have charge legs for those zealots.
And it's being chrono boosted in as well, so obviously he places a high priority on that upgrade. And we see 4 barracks. And is there any? The factory is finally being built. His factory is finally just finishing here, 12 minutes into the game, and basically Terran is stuck at Tier 1.
Agreed.
Interesting. Look at this. 2 forges tucked away
trying
here.
To push up those upgrades here as we see another gateway being placed down.
Now, notice I don't think Ziph, our Terran player, he has not spotted
the proxy.
He has not spotted the proxy, so that as well.
He is still only mining off of 2 gas refineries, and one of those is only being harvested with 1 SCV at the moment.
Yep, that's an interesting choice. Protoss at this point has 40 probes. Ziph has got 36 SCVs and 2 mules. So economically, these players are pretty even. Now, our player AFFExecutor, as you've noted before, is also chrono boosting in upgrades, both shield and attack upgrades for his infantry units. Right now, the Protoss army consists of 9 zealots, 3 stalkers, 8 sentries. Another scan by Terran. And if we take a look at the upgrades now. Now he's got Stim Pack, Concussion Shell, and Combat Shield
as well
for his
as
infantry.
Finally getting some more gas here, Jim. He did now throw down another refinery. So three gas geysers being harvested from, 2 dropships being put out on that reactor cord starport.
And I think when these 2 dropships come out, I think you're going to see Terran. I think you're going to see Terran make a move.
That's right. Looks like he is going to do a drop with Marauders as well as Marines. We've got one Marauder and 6 Marines in that one, and 2 Marauders and 4 Marines in the other. As well as he's going to do a forward push from the front of the base and drop in the back. It would seem.
Little bit of elevator play, I think. I mean, with no Colossus. That might be what he's trying to take advantage of here.
And here we go. As he pushes in 3 different locations, he pushes right here in the front as a giant fray goes down. We see an elevator play right here, as well as another drop back in the gas areas in the back of the base. I won't go to that just because of this epic battle here that we see. And look at those force fields go down, splitting that army in half. Oh man, he captures all of those Marines and Marauders in. And look at this, that one from the fog comes out and does heavy damage to his mineral line as we've got Executor putting more and more of his units forward to try to push back that attack. He does successfully, as well as this drop is going to be thwarted.
Now, the bottom line is that Protoss is down to 29 probes and Terran is up to 48 SCVs.
Ziph just found that proxy, Jim.
The effect of this offense, though, means that now Terran has got twice as many worker units as Protoss. So I think Executor's in a lot of trouble here. Executor recovered nicely by warping in a lot of new units, but I think the Terran army is going to be substantially more powerful. And as you noted, the proxy is dead.
And here we go, pylon going down. Ziph
and I guess this is the penalty for not building any Colossus. You're seeing exactly what Terran does.
That's right.
To try to take advantage of a Protoss player with no Colossus.
And Executor's only got he's only got gateway units. But look at that force field actually blocked most of his units in.
And he's got Blink in charge. So these Stalkers and these Zealots are pretty powerful, man.
Yeah, for sure.
If he can Blink again, and he's going to back off.
Here comes another drop from Ziph as he goes in trying to take out more and more pylons.
Uh-oh. Look at this micro. Look at him slow down these charging Zealots.
Fantastic. Great play. Great play right there. Took out a pylon and a couple Zealots. And look at this. We see that proxy Stargate did get taken care of. We do have Ziph sitting up here with an expansion and an idle SCV. And, an idle SCV is a bad SCV.
And it looks like Executor is slowly crawling back into the game economically. Executor's got 42 probes. Ziph has got 54, now 56 SCVs. The Terran army looks fearsome, though. 18 Marauders, fully upgraded with +1 attack. 12 Marines with combat shield, you know what I'm saying? So the Terran infantry looks brutal. Really, at this point, Executor has really got to get some kind of
tier 2, some upper tier units, yeah.
And
he's and look at it, he's asking, "Who are you?"
Yep. VTPokeBunny from the VT clan, and here we go. Look at this, 5 dropships, folks. Not 2, not 3, not 4, but an incredible 5 dropships.
That's right. One of them does have a Marauder inside of it. And look at this. We've got Gateway. Oh, High Templars! And they do not have anything but feedback. So he's going to feed back a few of those dropships, but it's not looking good right now for Executor.
Once these force fields are done, Executor's in big trouble.
That's right. Even with the Archons up and alive.